Hey everybody, Michael with the Sky's Limit Aviation channel here with a surprise live stream. Sort of a full flight live stream but I'm already airborne. I'm on my way back down to Orlando from Detroit Metropolitan. So hope everybody is having a good Wednesday evening. So this is Delta 1747, Boeing 767 service to Orlando from Detroit. So we've been airborne for probably about 15-20 minutes now. I just decided I would just do a surprise live stream because I'm bored. And got the new computer set up. Everything is running good. And we'll see how everything works on this flight down. So we flew the Calvin 2, or actually we're on the Calvin 2 RNAV departure right now. And STAZE is the exit waypoint. And then we'll head down to Victor, X-Ray, Victor, VOR, and then TEUFL. And we'll pick up the Grinch 4 RNAV arrival, and we'll be ILS 17 right for the arrival into Orlando tonight. So we do have VATSIM, Atlanta Center and Jacksonville Center are online. Haven't seen Cleveland Center in quite a number of days, so no ATC from them and no ATC leaving Detroit other than what's on Unicon. So we just leveled off at 350, which will be our cruising altitude for the flight down. And we are set for 290 knots indicated. Antifreeze, hey, what's up, my friend? How's it going? How was Father's Day if you're a father? Picking up some of our speed that we bled off during the ascent up to 350. I am doing quite well tonight. Coming to you from a brand new computer that I grabbed on Monday after having a whole bunch of craziness and turmoil with the previous computer that I bought back in January, so we're doing well. I'll post the specs for the new computer on the About page, but it's Intel i7, I forgot the model, NVIDIA RTX 3070 Ti is the graphics card. And a whole bunch of RAM and a terabyte hard drive, and took me a few hours to get everything on here, but we are flying. We're pegging 50 frames a minute, or 50 frames a second, sorry, on the frame rates. Other than that, I'm doing really good. Hopefully we should be broadcasting in 1080p. I might go ahead and try to download Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 again and give it a shot. I don't know yet. On the previous computer that I had the 3050 on, I actually overheated the GPU and crashed Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 the last time I ran it, and the feel of it is more of a video game than it is an actual flight sim. I guess that's kind of my take on it. So I don't know, I might be willing to give it another shot and see how I like it. I wrote down all the configuration settings to get it to run decent on the old computer. Maybe I'll try again, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I've heard some really good things about X-Plane 12, so I had downloaded a version of it on the other computer, but I forgot which version, and it looked good and it flew really good too. And I was also looking at possibly Prepared, because at least with Prepared you can run DirectX 10. And here's a funny little tidbit. Oh, okay, I'll check the Discord server and fix that. So, a funny little tidbit about FSX. So, before they gave up on FSX, they were working on getting it to be DirectX 10 compatible. So, if you have Service Pack 1 and 2, there's a setting in the opening screen where you can check out DX10, but they never finished tinkering around with it before they just gave up on FSX. So okay, cool. Yeah, flip of the coin whether I want to try X-Plane or Prepared. Prepared is pretty expensive. Yeah, I heard version 5 was DirectX 12. Yeah, so I have heard. Hey, Seth, how are you tonight? So here's the current view of VATSPY. So we're right up here at the top, and we'll hit Atlanta Center here probably about another 20 minutes or so. I am doing great, Seth. How are you tonight? If you're a dad, hope you had a great Father's Day weekend. And interesting little thing, Navigraph now has weather. So you hit the little cloud and you can zoom out. Let's see if we can catch There we go. There's our... I'll turn off centering, but there's like weather, so you can now see weather in Navigraph. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature for them to finally introduce. So I wasn't even intending on live streaming tonight, and I just thought, what the heck. And turn off Navigraph there. So we're cruising along at flight level 350. We're 290 knots. Still technically on the departure out of Detroit. Yeah, I'm glad I decided to go ahead and stream tonight too. It's been raining so much down here in the Atlanta area. There's just nothing to do, and I've run out of movies to watch. So I figured, why not go ahead and just live stream and make sure I can do a full flight on it. I was goofing around last night doing a little live stream. I was just taxiing around Hartsfield and got bored with that. I wasn't even on VATSIM. So one thing I haven't noticed yet is my weather engine. So I use FS Real Weather 3.0 as my weather engine. And I noticed on the Lenovo computer that right when the weather was getting ready to be updated, you would get this flickering up here at the very top of the cockpit window, and I'm not noticing that. So, or at least I haven't noticed it yet, but that would definitely be one thing I'm glad I don't have to deal with, because that really bothered me. If you need any help setting up X-Plane, yada yada. Oh yeah, definitely. I will definitely hit you up on Discord, and I'll get the link fixed for that a little bit later. I'm all new to the Discord thing. And we have exited the departure path out of Detroit. Next stop, Victor X-Ray Victor X-Ray Victor VOR. And that'll be the two longest segments of the flight, is to Victor X-Ray Victor and then to TEUFL. 400 and some odd nautical miles total. So the story behind the new computer. So I have been running Flight Simulator on a 15-year-old rig that flew FS 2004 beautifully, and we're talking 80 frames per second on that with the graphics card that I had in that. And I wanted to get back into flying on VATSIM. I've had a VATSIM account for years, but have just not used it. The new computer is a tower. So there's only one communications client on VATSIM that still supports Flight Sim 2004, but it's very difficult to configure, and I really prefer vPilot for its simplicity. So at the beginning of the year, I got a pretty decent income tax return from the government and thought, you know what, it's time to go ahead and get a newer gaming / streaming PC. So I picked up this Lenovo Legion 5 something really nice, i5, latest generation CPU, 3050 NVIDIA graphics card, 2 hard drives. But it, like right out of the box, I was having issues with the computer randomly shutting off and then rebooting itself. And contacted Lenovo support. They tried to blame it on Microsoft. Microsoft tried to blame it on Lenovo. Got no headway trying to figure out what was wrong with it. Finally contacted Micro Center, because we have Micro Center here in the Atlanta area. Yeah, and to your point, antifreeze, that's exactly what was going on. But I'll get into that here in just a second with the rest of the story. So this past Saturday, I unhooked everything, backed up all my files, packed up the Lenovo in the truck, went down to Micro Center. They did a full diagnostic on it. Took them 3.5 hours. Couldn't find anything wrong. Got back home, plugged it in. The damn thing rebooted 5 times in the course of a couple of hours. Then I called I called Micro Center Corporate on Monday and just wasn't angry, wasn't upset, just really disappointed into the experience with the computer. Got a phone call from Micro Center, and they said, we will go ahead and give you a full refund on the Lenovo. And I said, that's exactly what I would love to do, and I will buy another computer from you guys the same day and go home. And Micro Center is just really, really good. They're great guys. I do all my shopping there when it comes to computer electronics, gadgets, and stuff. But it turns out there's a conflict between the motherboard and the 3050 graphics card, and that's what's causing all the issues. And I found that out from Tom's Hardware forums and a lot of posts on the Microsoft forums referencing the specific codes in the event log that the computer would throw every time it rebooted. So it was an event 41, I forgot what the other, 41 and 63 were the codes, and that was power supply and the graphics card. So there's an incompatibility between the graphics card and the motherboard that's triggering the power supply to shut off and reboot the computer. And it's actually happening more on laptops than it is PCs. But what's ironic is when I left Saturday to come home, the technicians dealt with another Lenovo identical to mine with the same identical issue, and he'd had his computer for close to a year, and Lenovo kept going. They were authorizing Micro Center to, replace this part, replace that part. Over the course of 5 or 6 months, he wound up with brand new everything. They replaced the motherboard, they replaced the graphics card, they put a different power supply in there, never solved the guy's problem, and then Sunday they replaced his computer they gave him a full refund on his, and I guess he bought a new computer on Sunday. I went in on Monday and got mine, so I got this thing home and hooked up, and have spent the past couple of days getting everything all configured, and did a quick little test live stream yesterday afternoon, but figured I'd hop on and do one tonight. So, but yes, the new computer is a tower. What's really sad about Lenovo is, Lenovo's a Chinese company. They bought IBM's PC and laptop line, and ever since then, it's just they're the early Lenovo laptops were still pretty good. But over time, Lenovo's just gotten really sloppy. And I can't believe that they would put out a desktop computer where the graphics card is not very compatible with the system and triggers this. Because, oh my God, on Tom's Hardware forums, there were so many people with Lenovo problems. It was just insane. Exactly. American PCs are the way, because Chinese manufacturers reduce the cheap parts and the whole 9 yards. So if I ever wind up having to get another PC, hopefully I'll be using this one for quite a while, but somewhere down the road, if I do wind up doing it, I think I'm just going to build my own and go that route. Yeah, this thing's got crazy cooling on it. It's also liquid cooled on the CPU. But boy, it's got some airflow to it for sure. And I had to adjust when I was setting up OBS, the fans are loud enough where if I did not have my equalizer and some other filters on the OBS sound settings, you'd be able to hear the fans. Luckily, I can't hear them over the headphones that I have on, but even at idle, the fans are loud. So luckily I've got that all tuned out. So it looks like the weather in Orlando is looking good. Looks like they just had some showers pass through to the south and east, and then there's a system to the west of the entry point of the arrival. So depending on its direction, we may hit some weather going in. Yeah, if I take my headphones off, I could definitely hear the fans in the background. But it's pretty. So let's see, let me pull up. Pull this up real quick. So yeah, temperatures are really good. And I don't have a readout of the GPU temperature, but I was running MSI Afterburner yesterday, and I don't think the GPU and CPU temperatures got even above 45 Celsius. So they're staying nice and cool with all that airflow. And the computer's sitting next to an air conditioning vent too, so yeah, if I got the headphones on, I definitely don't hear the fans at all. So what did everybody wind up doing over the weekend? Anything exciting? Eight-year-old PC with a little GTX 970. I think that's what I've got. I believe my 15-year-old system has a GTX 980 in it. Yes, I do. Oh wait, no, it's a 960. I got a GeForce GTX 960 because I'm looking at the box on my up on my shelf in here in the man cave. So that was the graphics card that's running in the old system, and it handled Flight Simulator 2004 beautifully. I could get 70, 80 frames per second on that, and I had that simulator so tweaked out with so much add-on scenery and the whole 9 yards, and it ran beautifully, and that's all I flew on. Even though I had FSX, I just never had a really decent system until now to even run it on. And even with it being a nearly 15-year-old sim, it runs good, and it's still very popular with people. I'm very surprised with the popularity of people flying FSX. About 30 nautical miles from the edge of Atlanta's airspace. Yes, absolutely. Definitely, I was definitely surprised with some of my early tutorial videos involving FSX. The number of people going and checking them out and making comments. So hopefully, trying to see what if I got going on. I will probably put out an FSX tweak video on tweaking the settings so you can get some good frame rates. Like right now I'm like pegging at 50. So I've got it limited at 50 frames. I'm definitely gonna check out X-Plane again.
All of those things requested just gave me a brain fart. KLM783, Atlanta Center, squawk 1065, and turn your transponder on to mode C.
Yeah, go ahead and tune over to Atlanta Center since they're probably going to hit me up to hit them up here pretty shortly.
Atlanta Center, Legion 5150 on the ground here at Atlanta Hartsfield, requesting IFR departure to Sarasota as filed with information echo.
5150 on request.
Atlanta Center, good evening, Delta 1709 with you, 274 for 320.
Delta 1709, Atlanta, sorry, say again?
So yeah, I'll try to get a video for tweaking FSX. If I don't do it this weekend, I'll try to have it up
Hello, good
early
evening,
next
Southwest
week.
3486, climbing 11,004, flight level 150.
Southwest 361, vacate the runway right, please. Traffic 1 mile final.
Southwest 361 vacated runway 8 left.
Southwest 361, roger. Cross runway 8 left, air correction 8 right at Charlie, and join Echo to the ramp.
Cross runway 8 right and join Echo to the ramp, Southwest 361.
Delta 505, RNAV Lattice, runway 9 left, Mike 2, clear takeoff.
Run up to lattice, we're out of here, 9 left for Delta 505, thanks.
Atlanta Center, American 1217, descending via the stock RS3 arrival, passing 18,000.
Alright, 1217 Atlanta Center, hello. The actually shot approach is outbound, so just give me 1 sec. American 1217, conduct shot approach 1T0.5, proceed.
120.5, American 1217, see it.
Delta 553, descend via Swift 2 arrival heading north.
Descend via the Swift arrival landing north, Delta 553.
Delta 2361, cross Chipper at maintain 3000 at maintain, or at 250 knots. The Atlanta altitude bear 2986, we'll see you.
At cross Chipper at 13, 250 speed for
Chipper at 13, which means they should be landing east in
Atlanta Center,
Hartsfield
Southwest
today.
3486 with you, flight level 150.
Southwest 3486, Atlanta Center, hello, climb maintain, flight level 230.
230, Southwest 3486.
Airbus Cargo 294, Charlie, descend upon discretion, maintain flight level 240.
And there's the hit me up from Atlanta Center. Let's go ahead and
Center,
hit
Legion
them up.
974, back with you.
Legion 974, roger.
Atlanta Center, good evening. Delta 1747 with you, flight level 350.
Blocked.
Airbus Cargo 294, Charlie, you there? Delta 2480, cross runway 8 right at Bravo 10, join Echo Foxtrot to the ramp.
And I get blocked.
Cross 8 right, Bravo 10, Echo Foxtrot to the ramp, Delta 2480. Thanks for the controlling.
Let's try this again.
Southwest 361, thank you for the controlling. Have a good night.
See you.
Atlanta Center, Delta 1747, flight level 350.
Delta 1747, Atlanta Center, squawk 0676.
Center, Delta 505, climbing 8,000.
The 505, radar contact, climb 18, flight level 370.
Pretty much up to 370 now for Delta 505, thanks.
0676, Delta 1747.
Delta 553, expedite your descent, please, you're high. Airbus Cargo 294, Charlie.
Go ahead, Airbus Cargo 294.
Airbus Cargo 294, Charlie. Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Descend my discretion to flight level 240, 294, Charlie.
Southwest 20, or correction, Delta 2361, expect the ILS runway 8 left bridge.
Yeah, they are landing east.
KLM 783, your radar contact over Gladden at 8,000. Maintain 8,000, expect the ILS runway 8 left approach.
So I guess they had a mini event earlier. A bunch of planes heading south to Orlando earlier.
KLM 783, maintaining 8,000, expecting runway 8 approach.
That's runway 8 left, 8 left.
8 left approach.
KLM 783, turn right, turn heading 140, vector to final.
A bunch of people flying into Atlanta this evening.
KLM 783, I need to read back, sir. Heading 140.
KLM 783, left turn, heading 140.
That kid sounds like he's 12.
Southwest 1812, your squawk is 5722, please.
Atlanta Center, Legion 5150, ramp 9 at Atlanta with information echo ready for taxi.
Legion 5150, runway 9 left on Mike 2, taxi via Mike.
9 left, Mike 2 via Mike, Legion 5150.
Oh, that's absolutely true.
I should have guard here, I got that. Southwest 3486, climb 18, flight level 260, that's your final.
Alright, 260, that'll be the final for Southwest 3046.
Delta 1747, radar contact over volunteer, VLR, flight level 350. American 1619, contact Charlotte approach 120.5.
American 1619, contact Charlotte approach 120.5.
That took long enough to get
Southwest
acknowledged.
1812, the squawk is 5722.
Squawking 5722, Southwest 1812, my bad.
Pushing 5047, cross Bama at maintain level 200.
Roger, cross Bama for level 200.
Oh, there we go.
KLM 783, maintain 250 knots.
Got an American Eagle.
KLM 783, maintaining 250 knots.
Southwest 3486, clear deck shifter.
Heading up to Nashville from Charlotte.
American 1619, you want? Airbus cargo 294, Charlie, start your descent now to flight level 240.
Southwest 1812, holding short, Mike 2, ready to go.
Southwest 1812, run out grids, runway 9 to left, Mike 2, quick take.
Yeah, I blew my ears up too.
9 left, Southwest 1812.
Airbus cargo 294, Charlie.
There's our current route on Navigraph there.
294 Charlie, go ahead.
I need you to respond the first time, please. Airbus cargo 294, Charlie, descend now, maintain flight level 240.
Yeah, some of
Descend now
these.
to maintain flight level 240. Actually, my top of descent is in about 4 miles.
Some of these guys don't know how to adjust their
Sorry,
microphone gain
Roger, descending now for 294 Charlie.
because they can really blow you up.
Contact Jacksonville Center 135.92. BS 1962, contact Jacksonville Center 135.992.
Contact Jacksonville Center 135.925. Have a great day.
KLM 783, turn right, heading 17.
So you can actually go.
6000.
KLM 783, turn right,
Actually go into your settings,
maintain 6.
go into your audio, pilots if you're out there watching VATSIM and you're blowing people's heads out.
Right turn, heading 180.
There's how you adjust your
180,
microphone
heading
so you don't
6000 on the altitude.
blow everybody out of the water.
KLM 783, right turn, heading 180, descend and maintain 6,000.
Yeah, this is the
Delta 2361.
this is the Sky Spirit
Descend and maintain 6000.
767-300. I absolutely love it. And of course, Sky Spirit is what kind of developed after the whole Posky ordeal, where they kind of split into two groups and Posky just kind of went the way of the dodo. Oh yeah. I had the Quality Wing 757 in Flight Sim 2004. Oh my god, I absolutely loved it.
Delta 2361, turn right, heading 190.
190, 2361.
KLM 783, descend and maintain 4000, reduce speed 210 knots.
KLM 783, descend and maintain 4,000.
Reduce speed 210 knots.
Let's see. Look at the Grinch.
KLM 783,
For
turn left,
arrival.
heading 120, join the 8 left localizer.
Read that again.
KLM 783, turn left, heading 120, join the localizer for 8 left.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely going to try X-Plane out. They still have a demo that you can download, I think, correct?
Cover Chicago 294, Charlie, descend and maintain 14,000 and expedite the Atlanta altimeter 2986.
Descend 14,000, expedite 294 Charlie.
Atlanta, Delta 1043 on the ground. Facing north, Bravo 36 on Foxtrot with Whiskey, 4163 on the squawk, ready for taxi.
Delta 1043, Atlanta Center, runway 8 right, taxi via Echo Hotel.
Echo Hotel to 8 right, copy, Delta 1043.
Delta 2361, reduce speed 210 knots, turn right heading 250.
Alright, 210, 250, Delta 2361.
KLM 783, turn left heading 070, 070, join localizer.
KLM 783, turn left 070.
And join the localizer.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start programming my FMC for the approach.
Atlanta Center, Legion 5150, holding short, Mike 2, 9er left, ready to go.
American 50, or Legion 5150, RNAV Grits, runway 9er left, Mike 2, clear for takeoff.
Well, I'll definitely hit you up
9er
for
left,
some
clear for
X-Plane
takeoff.
advice then.
Grits, Legion 5150.
Delta 2361, turn left heading 120, join localizer.
120, join
Okay, we've got our descent.
Southwest 3486, cross Chipper at maintain 13,000 at 250 knots. Atlanta altimeter 2986.
First waypoint that we have a speed restriction is going to be Mayor
1,000 for and at 210 knots, Southwest
240.
3046.
That's 250 knots.
My apologies, 250, Southwest
And then-
3046.
So that's 1812 radar contact, climb maintain level 390.
Climb 18390, Southwest 1812.
KLM 783, do you have the Atlanta airport in sight, 12 o'clock and 10 miles.
Okay, then greeting at 17,000.
I have
Center,
Atlantis
good evening.
Airport.
Having 204 for 350.
KLM 783, roger, cleared visual approach runway 8 left. That's the furthest runway to the left, so I need you to turn your airplane leftbound for 8 left.
At
KLM 783.
Is that 11,000?
You see the furthest runway to the left.
Yes.
Oh, is there a virtual
Go
cockpit
for that
in
runway.
this?
You start to the left towards the runway.
No, I don't have a virtual cockpit in here.
Delta 2361, you're 15 miles from Bernie, cleared ILS 8 left.
I clear ILS 8 left, Delta 2361.
Bianca 204, Atlanta Center, hello.
Hello, Flower 350 with you, sir.
And Bridge Cargo 294 Charlie, expedite your descent. Best rate please to 14,000. And are you parking south or north cargo?
Expediting to 14,000, that's the best I can do, sir. This is 747.
No worries. Are you south or north cargo?
Money 230 at
Bridge Cargo
7,000.
294 Charlie, are you parking on the north or the south side?
Yago 210 at 6.
Say again for 294, Charlie. Good.
Bridge Cargo 294 Charlie, are you parking north or south cargo?
North cargo would be great.
Roger, expect runway 8 left.
Roger 8 left.
KLM 783, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Delta 1043, fully ready, 8 right.
Delta 1043, RNAV to correction, Ronnie, runway 8 right, come takeoff.
RNAV running 8 right, clear for takeoff, copy Delta 1043.
KLM 783, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Let's see, Sacro at 6.
KLM 783, runway 8 left, clear to land.
KLM 783.
Takot at 5.
L2361, runway 8 left, gonna land.
Dalty at 4.
294 Charlie, descend and maintain 12,000.
Descend and maintain 12,000 at Bridge Cargo 294, Charlie.
Atlanta Center,
Classy
11 over 6
at
Alpha, 21 miles south of
2,500.
Berry, clear with 290.
November 6 Alpha, Atlanta Center, roger.
Oh, wait.
Atlanta Center,
Ellen
Delta
at
1709
3.
with you at 320.
1709, Atlanta Center, roger. Vision 974, descend and maintain
And Glossy at 25.
Maintain flight level 240 for legit 974.
Execute.
Delta 918, Atlanta Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 190.
All right, we got the FMS programmed.
Atlanta Center, number 14, Mike Juliet, 7,000.
I think I have a virtual cockpit in my Sky Team 738. It's hard to find good panels out there that I personally like, so I literally, for all my Boeing aircraft,
310, Legion 5150, thanks.
I use this panel. And for all my Airbus, I use, I have an Airbus panel that I use for all my Airbus.
Climbing 11,000.
I think the Airbuses have a virtual cockpit, and I think the only Boeing one with a virtual cockpit, this poor kid's getting walked on bad.
Del 1709, descend via.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll check that out.
2986.
Descend on the Sith 2 arrival for Delta 1709.
KLM 783, turn left heading 360 immediately.
Delta 1043, we've got TCAS alerts here.
Atlanta Center, could you re-say that?
KLM 783, turn left immediately heading 360.
Oh, that poor kid went around.
Delta 1043, let me know what you're doing.
We're runway heading right now. We got TCAS.
Okay, roger. Delta 1043, maintain runway heading, maintain 10,000.
Runway heading 10,000. Copy 1043.
Yeah, that poor kid in the KLM's doing a going around.
Descend 7,000, 294 Charlie.
Poor kid kept getting walked on so bad. Oh my gosh.
Issues. I need you to disconnect. I can't really control you if you're disconnecting every 5 seconds.
Oh, I feel so bad for him because he's really trying.
Hello, Southwest 594, ramp 4 with November to taxi.
So it's 594.
It took me quite
left on Mike 2,
a few weeks before I got comfortable actually flying on VATSIM in controlled airspace.
4,000, turn left heading 270. KLM 783, maintain 4,000, turn left heading 270.
So for everybody joining the live stream in the last few minutes, this is Delta 1747, service from Detroit Wayne Metro down to the land of Disney, Orlando, MCO. We're in the Boeing 767 332ER for Delta Airlines.
Maintain flight level 330.
Direct Spartanburg, flight level, was it 330?
Affirm.
Roger.
Airbus cargo 294 Charlie.
And we're just about 2/3 of the way through the trip.
4,000.
Reduce speed 210, descend to
Level at
4,000.
350.
Number 6 Alpha, descend via SIP 2 arrival inlet altimeter 2986. Delta 918, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Atlanta Center United 287 at the Echo Terminal. Ready to pick up our flight clearance to Newark.
Blocked.
Alpha saying again you were blocked.
We got disconnected for a second. Descend via the SIP-2 for November 6 Alpha.
United 287, I sent you a PDC. Check your private messages.
Thank you, United 287.
Southwest 3486, expect ILS runway 8 left approach, descend and maintain 900,000.
900,000 and the 8 left ILS approach, Southwest 3486.
Center Southwest 59 for Mike 2, control.
Southwest 594, RNAV grids, runway 9 left, Mike 2, clear takeoff.
RNAV 2 grids, so clear for Southwest 594.
Delta 2361, cross runway 8 right at Bravo 10, join Echo Foxtrot to the ramp.
Clear cross 8 right at Bravo 10, Echo the ramp, we'll see it. Join Foxtrot, after 2320.
Let's shake 5047, descend via the arrival, and I'll have natural approach now, 119.35, we'll see.
Yeah, there's a good bit of traffic in there.
American 1843, contact Washington Center 133.72.
133.7, thanks for service, have a nice evening.
Yes, he's handling a good
turn left heading 180.
bit.
Left heading 180.
Charlotte approach is up though.
Southwest 3486.
He's only handling, looks like 3 flights.
170 Southwest 3486.
But yeah, probably about a dozen or so.
Center 139 clearance to Tampa.
139, roger. Avianca 204, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Atlanta Center, this is KLM 783. I had to go around there with the plane on the
KLM 783, there were no airplanes on runway 8 left. There was an aircraft on 8 right, but he was no factor. If you do have AI traffic on, please let's turn that off. Average cargo 294 Charlie, turn left heading 120, join localizer.
Left heading 120, join localizer 8 left.
Oh, that was definitely one thing that I learned early on is make sure you shut off the AI traffic.
Alright, 210 now, Southwest 3046.
2594, passing 3,600.
Southwest 594, radar contacts, climb 18, level 390.
Level 390, Southwest 594.
Southwest 3486, descent of 18, 6000.
6000, Southwest 3046.
KLM 783, turn
And
left
I'm
heading
going to take a
270,
quick break here for a couple minutes. Let me contact ATC and then I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Turn 270, maintain 4000.
Left turn 270, maintain 4000.
Center, Delta 1747 is off the flight deck for 5. We'll notify when back.
Roger.
All right, gentlemen, I will be back in just a second.
5.92, good day.
Division 974, DD center is closed, frequency change approved.
Switching over
I don't think he went around a
Yukon
second
for
time. I
Yukon
think he's just now getting back for the second attempt. But I think he's got AI traffic on.
Average cargo 294 Charlie, you're 10 miles from Bernie, cleared ILS runway 8 left bridge.
Clear ILS approach runway 8 left, average cargo 294, Charlie.
Number 6 Alpha, reduce speed to 270 knots in descent.
270 in the descent, number 6 Alpha.
Delta 1709, maintain 310 knots or greater.
310 knots or greater, Delta 1709.
Southwest 3486, descent to maintain 4000.
4000, Southwest 3046.
Average cargo 294 Charlie, maintain 180 knots until Bernie, runway 8 left, good land.
180 knots until Bernie, runway 8 left, clear to land, average cargo 294, Charlie.
Atlanta Center, United 159 with information Echo Ramp 8, ready to taxi.
And 159, Atlanta Center, Roger, runway 9 left, taxi via Mike 2.
Taxi via Mike 2, United 159er.
Southwest 3486, turn left heading 120, join localizer.
120, join at localizer, Southwest 3046.
KLM 783, turn left heading 220.
KLM 783, turn left, left, 220.
Delta 1709, expect the ILS runway 9 right approach.
After that, we'll set up for ILS runway 9 right, Delta 17.
Southwest 3480.
And we are back.
4,000 start until established clear ILS runway 8 left approach.
Right, 4,000 until 7 localized clear ILS approach runway 8 left, Southwest 3486.
Center, Delta 1747's back on the flight deck.
Delta 1747, roger. Would you like 360 or 340?
I'll take 3-4.
Delta 1747, roger. Descend and maintain level 340.
340, Delta 1747.
United 159 heavy, turn transponder on mode C, please.
Mode C, United 159.
Delta 1747, contact Jacksonville Center 135, wait 902, we'll see.
3592 for Jacksonville. Good service tonight. See ya, Delta 1747.
Number 6 Alpha, expect the ILS runway 8 left approach.
3592.
Legion 1104. Legion 1104, clear direct to Patoya.
Clear direct to Patoya, Legion 1104.
Jacksonville Center 435-2552. Requesting 10 minutes.
Frontier 2552 approved.
Jacksonville Center, good evening, Delta 1747 with your flight level 340.
Delta 1747, Jack Center, welcome. Spirit 386, Atlanta 132.97, see ya.
Going over to Atlanta Center, Spirit Wings 386, thanks.
Moxie 344, contact Washington 133.72, see ya.
About 50 nautical miles from
Moxie
TEUFL.
344, your mic's coming in static, just check if it's muted.
Or however you pronounce that waypoint.
Jacksonville Center, UPS 1962. Do you think that weather down there is going to be a little too bad for a visual approach?
Potentially Tampa 8 is just around IMC.
Alright, thank you.
American 410, cross Jersey out of maintain flight level 210.
Cross Jersey out of maintain flight level 210, American 410.
UPS 1962, they might be able to accommodate a visual, it's just the weather's really bad down there.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Thank you.
So if anything, just ask them if you want it.
Hey, I'll ask him when I get on approach.
American 23 Echo, cross Jersey out of maintain flight level 210. American 23 Echo, Jersey out of maintain flight level 210.
The ATIS.
Cross Jersey out of maintain flight level 210.
So 17 right is in use for landings.
Delta 211.
Broken at 2500. Altimeter 299.5.
211 Jackson, go ahead.
I'm requesting 10 minutes.
18 right, 17
211 approved.
right for arrivals. (176) at 9 knots, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 150,000, scattered at 180, broken. So we should have some clear skies going into Orlando. Let's have a look at that weather again. It looks like the weather is still passing south.
Jacksonville Center, Legion 5150 with you, flight level 310, just past Luck.
Legion 5150, Jack Center, good evening.
So what I'm worried about is...
Delta 435, you're cleared to direct Lima Echo Victor on course.
Delta 435 already on that direct path.
So we're going to have this little bunch of weather
What's
here
up
to
with 3050
contend
call
with
back?
on the way down.
Roger.
And then once we get through that, there's literally, doesn't look like there's any weather in Orlando to speak of, but we'll see. And set up 111.75. All right. 111.75 in nav 1. Let me... Okay, I need to do something really quick here. One thing that I have learned
2552, maintain Mach 0.79.
flying is not all the waypoints.
Southwest 1812, off frequency for a few minutes, listening to ATIS.
Roger.
Mountain 2475 checking in, Jacksonville Center, flight level 3500 en route to Ormond Beach.
Mountain 2475, Jack Center, say approach request at Ormond Beach.
17 right, 111.75.
Runway 35.
I always check in Flight Sim Commander and compare it with Navigraph because
Delta 150,
sometimes
contact Orlando, approach 124.8, have a good day.
the localizer frequency is different in Flight Simulator than it is in actual Navigraph. So I like to check that.
Jackson Center, this is Chancellor 5 Alpha Mike, clear the runway, currently on Bravo, looking to taxi back to the run.
Chancellor 5 Alpha Mike, no traffic on the ground at Savannah. Ramp at your discretion, have a good night.
Over my discretion, have a good night, thank you
I
very
should have
much.
probably checked that before so we didn't have to close everything out and then open up a new program, but definitely one thing that I've learned is double check those localizer frequencies because I've flown into some airports and I used the localizer that Navigraph gave me and never picked up the ILS at all. So we'll just make sure that. But what I'm really excited about, other than the landing that antifreeze is excited about, is the fact that I'm not getting into that weird flicker flashing at the top of the cockpit window when the weather engine gets ready to update the weather. So having a new computer and a better graphics card definitely solved that. And we're still pushing 50 frames per second after we've been streaming for a little over an hour now.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 1425 with you at 12,000 feet.
Delta 1425, Jack Center, climb maintain flight level 350, that'll be your final.
Car maintain 350, Delta 1425.
Southwest 1949, contact Atlanta Center, 132.97, see ya.
3297, Southwest 1949. Suit!
To Jacksonville Center, Jacksonville Center, sorry. UPS 1962, should we start descending a little bit more, or you think we're good until we get to the approach?
UPS 1960 temp, approach will give you further descent.
Alright, thank you.
So we've got Orlando approach on, so we'll go ahead and set them up, 124.80.
Spirit Wings 2105, I need to give you an odd altitude for 290 or 270.
We're gonna be flight level 270, Spirit Wings.
Get that in the box real quick.
Spirit Wings 2105, descend and maintain flight level 270.
Dan 5270 is hearing 105.
American 410, maintain 290 or greater in the transition.
May I go into the transition, American 410?
American 23 Echo, maintain 290 or slower in the transition.
80, 90.
290 or less on the transition, American 23.
3.
Southwest 1812 back on frequency.
About 120 nautical miles to top of descent.
Delta 435, requesting to divert to New Orleans. We're having some issues here.
Delta. Last airplane Jackson or second.
Delta 435, 10-4.
Delta.
Okay.
Delta 435 seconds, sorry.
Delta 435, we're having some engine issues here. Can we divert to New Orleans?
Roger. Proceed direct Hotel Romeo Victor.
Proceed to Hotel Romeo Victor, Delta 435.
So I thought, I don't know why,
Southwest 418.
but in the back of my head, I did not think VATSIM allowed
Southwest
you
599 or Southwest
to have in-flight
418,
emergencies,
Jackson, welcome.
yet I've probably encountered probably a dozen of them or so over the last 6 months or so that I've been really active on VATSIM.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 599, flight level 120.
Southwest 599 Jack Center, climb maintain flight level 340.
But I swear to God, I
Climb
read
maintain
somewhere
flight
on
level 340,
VATSIM
Southwest
that
599.
they don't allow that. I could be wrong.
Mountain 2475 Ormond Beach Airport, your 12 o'clock, 13 miles port inside.
Delta 435, can I get a PVC for our flight plan to New Orleans?
Frontier 52552, reporting back.
Roger, and Mountain 2475, you're stepped on. You said you have the airport in sight?
That's affirmative.
Mountain 2475, cleared visual approach into Ormond Beach. Would you like to cancel IFR in the air or on the ground?
In the air would be fine.
Mountain 2475, Roger, IFR cancellation. Receive time 026 Zulu. And squawk, maintain VFR, radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved, see ya.
Thank you very much. 2475.
Jackson Southwest 594 checking in 350 for 390.
Southwest 594, Jack Center, welcome.
Southwest 418, request for West 530.
Southwest 418, Jack Center. Approved. Spirit 530, contact Atlanta 132.97, see ya.
13297.
Got a couple of other flights.
Southwest 1812, descend via the Grinch for arrival Orlando, landing south, altimeter 299.5.
Stand via Grinch for Orlando landing south.
Got two other flights
Southwest
heading into
1812.
Orlando with us. Southwest 594 that just came on frequency out of Atlanta Center is heading down to Orlando, and then
418, request for West 530.
Southwest 418, approved. UPS 1962, contact Tampa 118.15, see ya.
and
Contact
Southwest
Tampa
1812,
128.55.
UPS
also out of
1962,
Atlanta, heading
118.15.
to
1.15.
Orlando,
Sorry, I got some
and
confused.
then us. So Quebec is current for the ATIS. Or actually, it's Romeo.
Delta 435, do you need me to descend to any flight levels?
Delta 435, you can stay where you are for now.
Delta 435, 10-4.
So for those...
Frontier 2552, maintain Mach 0.79er. Contact Atlanta Center 132.97, see ya.
Mach 0.79 and over to Atlanta Center 2532. Love you.
So for those just getting on the live stream, welcome. This is Delta 1747, service from Detroit Wayne
Delta
Metro
61, contact Atlanta Center 132.97, see ya.
to Orlando, the land of Disney. And this is a 767-300 ER for Delta Airlines, and we're level here at 340, and we'll be
American 905 Jack Center, squawk 1003.
hitting the Grinch 4 arrival here pretty soon.
What? 1003.
Got everything programmed into the
American 410,
FMS right
contact
now.
Washington Center 133.72, see ya. American 410, contact Washington Center 133.72, see ya.
Washington 133.72, see ya.
American 23 Echo, contact Washington Center 133.72, see ya.
Washington 133.72, American 23 Echo, heavy, see ya.
American 905 radar, contact 40 miles west of Remy, maintain flight level 380.
Maintain flight level 380, maintain 905 negative.
Jackson, you weren't calling the Legion 5150, were you?
Legion 5150 negative.
Thanks.
Southwest 3054, same Mach number.
Mach 0.78 for Southwest 3054.
Southwest 3054, do not exceed 0.78.
Don't exceed 78 for 3054.
Oh, so we got a new controller online.
Legion 5150, cross banks, how to maintain 13,000. Tampa altimeter 29902.
Crossbanks 13,000, copy the altimeter, Legion 5150.
Delta 435, I assume there's someone else new on here. I'd just like to let you know I'm diverting from Houston to New Orleans.
Okay. Delta 1747, descend via the pilot's discretion, descend by the Grinch 4 arrival, landing south, Orlando altimeter 29905.
Descend at pilot's discretion on the Grinch 4, and I have information Romeo currently at Orlando, and Wilco, Delta 1747.
Southwest 418, we're back, and I don't know if you see on radar, our aircraft was doing some kind of, I don't know, we're trying to do a 360, I guess. I disconnected that pilot, and I can't find it to explain.
About 20 miles from
Southwest
our top
418.
of descent.
Okay, get your aircraft back under control, please.
Right.
Southwest 594, pilot's discretion, descend by the Grinch 4, landing south, Orlando altimeter 29905.
Okay, we're here at the San Diego Tri-Pilot Discretion Southwest.
Southwest 3054, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
It's like Southwest 1812 has already started
Southwest 599, I need you on
descent.
an odd altitude. Would you like 350, 330?
We can get 350, Southwest 599.
Southwest 599, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Southwest 599.
Delta 435, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Delta 435, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Delta 211, cross. Hoth, Adam maintain flight level 340. Delta 211, Jacksonville.
Go ahead.
Descend and maintain flight level 340.
Then maintain 340, Delta 211.
Spirit winds 2105, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
132.907, Spirit 2105, see ya.
Just want to confirm 132.907.
Yep, 132.907, Spirit 2105, see ya.
Yep. Allegiant 1104, I have a reroute for you, advice when ready.
Legion 1104, go ahead.
Legion 1104, clear to Pensacola Airport from present position, direct Crestview. That's Charlie, Echo, Whiskey, direct Pansy, Papa, Echo, November, Sierra, India, then direct.
Allegiant 1104, sorry about that. Could you please repeat what was before Pensy?
Crestview, Charlie, Echo, Whiskey, Pansy, Papa, Echo, November, Sierra, India, then direct.
And starting down to 240.
Legion
out of
1104, Charlie, Echo, Whiskey, and then Pensy, then as filed.
There is no file, then just direct to the field.
Direct to the field, sorry about that, Allegiant 1104.
No problem. Southwest 594, start your descent now to flight level 330, then descend via the arrival, please.
I go down 320 now, and then arrival Southwest 594.
Southwest 548, we got the aircraft down.
Thank you. Delta 435, Houston offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Delta 435, thank you, Jacksonville.
Southwest 1812, say indicated. Southwest 1812, say indicated airspeed.
260 Southwest 1812.
What is it, sir?
260.
Okay, you do see the restriction ahead of you that is at 290 knots, right?
Just a moment. Southwest 1812.
Right there. Greeting 290 at 17. I don't want to be flying up that guy's tailpipe here. I'm chugging along at 429 knots ground speed. He's at 370. I don't want to overtake him, because I'm a much bigger airplane.
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 1104. You didn't give me an altitude to descend to, correct?
Negative, not yet. But Allegiant 1104, since you brought it up, cross Crestview, Charlie Echo Whiskey at and maintain 11,000. Pensacola altimeter 2977.
Altimeter 2977 and cross KCEW at 1100.
1100 is a bit low. 11,000.
11,000, Allegiant 1104. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I will definitely update the Discord after I'm off the live stream tonight.
Jacksonville Center, United 1590, flight level 350.
United 159, Jax, hello. Southwest 1812, contact Orlando approach 124.8.
124.8, we'll see ya. Have a good night.
Yep.
Southwest 418, I'll be away from contact for 10 minutes.
Southwest 418, this is the last time. If you have to step away for another 10 minutes, just disconnect, sir.
Yeah,
Okay, descent checklist. ATIS airport information we have checked. Altimeter checked 29905. Radios are set. De-ice as required. Descent speed 290 knots. Fuel quantities and balances are checked. Flaps landing gear up. And weather is checked. Descent checklist complete. And starting down to 17,000. Approach checklist. Fasten seatbelt. No smoking signs on. APU start. APU generator online. Avionics radios are set. Speed is variable but established. Landing lights will come on at 10,000. We'll finish the other half of the approach checklist here around 12,000 feet. I have a generic flight sim checklist, but I think I'm going to rewrite it because a lot of this just contains a lot of erroneous BS that a lot of aircraft in Flight Simulator just simply don't have unless you have one of those payware aircraft. So, hey Eric, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're doing good tonight.
Delta 1747, contact Orlando approach on 124.8. Have a good one.
2480 for approach, Delta 1747 Wilco. See ya.
Yep.
Yeah, 299.5 on the altimeter. Orlando approach, Delta 1747 is with you on the Grinch 4 RNAV.
Delta 1747 Orlando approach, expect the ILS approach, runway 17 right, information Romeo current, the altimeter 299.5.
Copy all, and we have Romeo, Delta 1747. Yeah, payware planes always have all
Orlando
that cool
departure,
stuff.
Delta 2578 airborne, passing 2600 to flight level 310.
Delta 2578 Orlando departure radar contact, turn left heading 090, climb and maintain 7000.
Turn left heading 290, climb and maintain 7000.
It's 090.
090, climb and maintain 7000. Delta 2578.
Yeah, I'm not going to enable the thing. Hopefully the ILS should work. It did last time I was here in Orlando, so. All right, starting down to 11,000 out of 14, so out of 17. I've been trying really hard not to use the visual flight path.
Orlando departure, good evening, Delta 1521, 1900, climbing 7000.
Delta 1521 Orlando departure radar contact, climb and maintain 7000.
Climb maintain 7000, Delta 1521.
Delta 2578 clear direct UK, climb and maintain 14,000.
Flight direct to UK and climb and maintain 14,000. Delta 2578.
Delta 1521 turn left heading 090.
Left heading 090, that's 1521.
Southwest 1812, depart Yago, heading 140, descend and maintain 3000.
Depart Yago, heading 140, descend to which altitude?
3000.
3000, 1812.
.268 Tango Alpha, descend and maintain 2200, turn right heading 090.
Right heading 090 and descend and maintain 2200.
And we're in the soup. Passing through 12,000. Go ahead and finish our approach checklist.
Delta 1521, clear direct Boofy, climb and maintain 16,000.
Yeah, clear direct Goofy and up to 16,000, Delta 1521.
right, seatbelt non-smoking signs are on, APU's on, generators on, avionics radio set, speed we're continuing to work on, it's variable, landing lights on, spoilers are armed. Flaps and further speeds will establish on the way down. Approach checklist complete.
Los Santos 594 with attitude 00.
Southwest 594, Orlando approach, McDonald's approach, runway 17 right, information Romeo is current, Orlando altimeter 2995.
Alright, 95, and 17 right, Southwest 594.
Go ahead and drop in
268
one
Tango
notch
Alpha,
of
you're
flaps.
2 miles from 2 feet, turn right heading 150, maintain 2,200 till established on the localizer, clear ILS approach, runway 1 right.
Cleared for the approach, right hang 150, remain 2200 till established with the localizer. Thank you.
That's funny that Orlando is right on the edge of Jacksonville's airspace.
Southwest 1812, you're 5 miles from Dalty, maintain 3,000 till established on the localizer, clear ILS approach, runway 17 right.
Cleared ILS approach 17 right, 1812.
Delta 1747, depart Yago, heading 140, descend and maintain 3,000.
Depart Yago at 140 and descend and maintain, again, please?
3,000.
3,000. Delta 1747, welcome.
Delta 2578, Miami Center is offline, radar services are terminated, frequency unit approved, see ya.
Alright, monitor Unicom, Delta 2578, thank you, good day, good day.
See ya. Delta 1521, contact Jacksonville Center 135.92, see ya.
3592, have a good night, Delta 1521.
Totally in the soup. You know what? I'm going to turn it on anyways, just for the heck of it. I know, every once in a while I cheat. Oh, and then we're... now we're out of the clouds. Passing through 8 for 7, and then we'll go down to 3.
Southwest 1812, contact Orlando Tower 18.45, see ya.
118.45, Southwest 1812.
1845. We'll pre-tune that in the box.
Yeah, 268 Tango Alpha, it looks like we missed the localizer. Requesting go around, or requesting to go missed.
Alright, 268 Tango off, no worries. Turn right heading 270, maintain 2,200.
270, remain 2200.
Another notch of flaps.
I'm really sorry about that, man. We just didn't turn on the approach fast enough, and we went off course to the left.
I don't know why he had
No
me
problem.
leaving at 140 because it's a left turn to
I
line
thought
up
that was
for.
sarcastic or not.
It's not, I promise.
I'm sorry, man. If you really want, we could try a visual, or a short visual.
Do you want the visual?
Is it easier on you if we just do a visual?
No, I can vector you back off the ILS. I got nobody behind you.
Alright, we'll continue the ILS then.
Out of 44 for 3.
Out of 1747 or 8 miles from Dalty, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS approach, runway 17 right.
Cleared for the ILS, descend to 3000, Delta 1747.
268 Tango Alpha, turn right heading 010.
010 right for 8 town.
And another notch of flaps. There's the flight path. I'm disengaging it. I'm not going to cheat.
Southwest 594, depart Yago, heading 140, then descend and maintain 3000.
Oh, yeah, go 140, 3000, Southwest 594.
I'll be good and not cheat. And final course is going to be 185 heading.
And 8 Tango Alpha, could we get a Cat 3B approach?
You can fly that in a caravan?
No.
I was gonna say.
I think we're limited to a Cat 1.
That's correct. And 268 Tango Alpha, turn right 090.
090, 8 Tango.
All right. We got the glide slope captured.
Out of 1747, contact Orlando Tower, 8.45.
1845 for the tower, Delta 1747. See ya.
One 126.4.
126.4. Good day. Hope to see you soon.
So,
Orlando Tower, Delta 1747 with you. 17 right.
L 1747 Orlando Tower, wind 1506, runway 17 right, clear to land.
Clear to land. 17 right, Delta 1747. bit above the glide slope. And to the left of the runway. So last time I was here in Orlando, I had a Rogue 747 pilot do a low-level kamikaze on me. Go check out that video. Gear down. Last time I was in Orlando, it's on, the link to the video is on the YouTube. Just look for Atlanta to Orlando live stream. Landing checklist, gears down, spoilers are armed, speed is established. We are on the glide slope. A little bit of that Disney traffic down below us.
Don't sink.
I'm not sinking, for Christ's sakes. Leave me alone. Yeah. Gears down, reversers engaged. Knots, 80 knots, 60. And don't have anybody behind me. We'll get off here on the next taxiway. Get off here on Hotel 8. There's that weird little stutter that happens right after landing every time. Landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobes off. And Tower Delta 1747s clear the active at Hotel 8.
Delta 1747 heavy, contact ground 126.4.
26.4 for ground. See ya, Delta 1747.
Yep.
Alright, 268 Leon Foxtrot is on final for ILS 18.
Wrong channel. And let's get our airport map out. Orlando ground, Delta 1747, Hotel 8 to Airside 4 parking.
Delta 1747 heavy, Orlando ground, taxi parking via Golf Hotel 4, good night.
Golf Hotel 4, see ya.
See ya.
Coming in right behind that Southwest. And left on Hotel 4. Even with a newer graphics card, I still get that little bit of a stutter right as I slow down and exit the runway at literally every airport that I fly.
United 523, contact tower now, 118.45,
FSX.
1845.
It's really weird.
118.45, United 523, see ya.
And I also notice that Navigraph lags behind on the little tracking thing a little bit because I'm like already on Hotel 4 or coming up on Hotel 4.
369, contact tower now, 118.45, good night.
Navigraph has me
118.45,
just
yeah, 369,
crossing Echo and passing Hotel 5. So, Hotel 4 is our turnoff. Yeah, I guess we'll take this parking spot right here. And welcome to Orlando. Current local time, 10:47 p.m. in real time, but we're actually sometime in the early afternoon in Flight Sim, so welcome to Orlando, folks. Thanks, guys, for joining the live stream. Always appreciated. Okay, taxi lights off, nav off, PTOT de-ice off, beacon stays on, fuel pumps off, auto throttle off. Shut down engine 1 and engine 2. Hydraulic pumps off. And we are good to go.
Aircraft calling, say again.
And flight director's off.
Departure shuttles.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the live stream for tonight. Thanks for joining.
Southwest.
Appreciate the company on the way down.
594, you need to contact departure on 124.8.
Dang. Another auditory blowout. I'm going to put it over on Unicom. There we go. Nice and quiet. Anyways, that's going to do it for the live stream. Thanks for joining tonight. It's been fun. Appreciate everybody coming in on the live chat to keep me company on the way down. Always appreciated. I will, as soon as I get offline here, I'm going to go tinker around in the Discord. I'll reset up the link in the About section of the YouTube page, as well as the specs for the new computer. And hopefully over the next couple of days, if I'm not too busy, I will be putting out a FSX tweak video so you can hopefully, with a pretty good system, pull off some frame rates in the 40s and 50s like I'm currently getting. So, like, comment, support the channel by subscribing. It means a great deal to me if you are a channel subscriber. More content coming soon. This is Mike with Sky's Limit Aviation Channel saying see ya. Happy Wednesday, and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye now.